Hello, hello, hello. I am Dr. Weisenheimer, and I'm going to write you a prescription so your papers will be better the next time than they were the last time. So, how do I do that? How do I do that? Well, ah, first of all, you know, you get 2 grades. Content and form. Form meaning mechanics. Content has to do with the quality of the ideas, the level of the language. Did you have all kinds of hasty generalizations? Everybody smiles all the time. All these random claims without support. Did you do that sort of thing? I hope not. I hope not. So, we are talking about the overall presentation and the quality. Is it? Did you retell us all sorts of obvious types of things that we already are aware of? Speaking of which, did you use the word things all the time or the word you all the time and appear to talk down to your audience, to scold them like they were children? No, no, no. So, did your essay have an essay structure? Was it structured like an actual essay? Here, try this. Take this. Call me in the morning. Okay, so how does an essay work? It doesn't work in a kind of rambling, free-flowing way. A rough draft may work that way, not an essay. So a few of my patients wrote essays that were sort of like a sports commentator, right? Commenting on what was taking place on the field as it was happening, off the top of the head and without prior planning and preparation. So let's suppose that you were kind of like a sports commentator and you're making observations. And those are sharp observations. They are astute observations. Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. But you don't stop there. So here's an image that might work for you. So suppose you already saw the game and you already thought about it. And there were maybe critical moments in the game and there were critical observations that you made. So then you went back and instead of inserting your comments in a random kind of way, you had one main comment that you had to make. One main point. That's your thesis. One main point. And you held to that and alluded to it periodically throughout your essay. You echoed it. And so then it appeared that by the time you got to the end of your first paragraph, or if you were a commentator, by the time you started your commentary, you made one major argument. And you committed to it. And you referred back to it. This is sort of like a wheel. You can use lots of images for this. But the wheel has, there. Okay, there's the wheel. The wheel has the hub in the middle, and it has all these spokes, like a bicycle wheel, going in this direction. The hub is the thesis, that's the main point, and these various radiating spokes are the subpoints that you're going to make about that and the evidence that you're going to use, right? So, in line with content, oftentimes we talk about this kind of essay organization where you're willing to commit and stay with the main point throughout. All right, so in addition to that, we've got critical thinking. You're not like John Stossel, just making random wild claims and tossing out hasty generalizations like there was no tomorrow. And just say, oh, well, all professors think such and so. Or studies show. What studies? People are saying. Are you kidding me? That can't be critical thinking. Okay, well, form I use as a term interchangeable with grammar or mechanics. How do you clear these up? You can heal yourself. Oh, I'm going to write you a prescription right now. Here's a prescription. Take out your marks of correction. Look at those marks in your essay very carefully, understand them, and if you don't understand them, call a doctor or email a doctor and find out what they mean. If I had a whole bunch of second P, it means I just randomly used the second person you throughout the essay and destroyed the tone of the essay by doing that. If I have a whole bunch of CS's, it means I have comma splices. I used a comma where I should have used a period. Woe unto me. So that's the deal. That's what you want to do. So you make the transition, because I have to tell you, the doctor is going to look at the essay you wrote before and was scored right by his side at the same time he scores your next essay, and so on. Why? If the doctor can see you have made changes and improvements for the better and eliminated the major errors, your score goes where? Sky high, right? But if the doctor can see that, conversely, you've repeated the same errors, you've done the same things, you have not made the adjustments, you've not used your marks of correction, you haven't used your Siegel, you haven't used your online grammar program, whatever it takes to do those exercises and clean up that area, the score goes down. It's sinking. Oh, it's sinking. Help me. That's not a good thing. That is not a good thing. So that's what you're thinking about. You are thinking about making the transition and making it well, making the improvement. So while you write your new paper, have your last paper right next to you, so that you know, wait a minute, I did this before. I didn't really make a main point. I didn't really isolate the point. I repeated, speaking of content, I repeated obvious points over and over again. Everybody likes a smile. Well, okay. Not everybody. Not all the time. Not even close. So I'm questioning those kinds of unsupportable claims, right, throughout the essay. Well, that's about all the time I have for you today, because I have another patient coming in. So I will have to bid you adieu at this point and wish you good luck on your next essay. But keep in mind, that's the kind of transition you want to make between what you did before and what you're doing next time. Well, bye.